Could you share with us some from more of, I'll call it a technical basis, about water being a computer, recording bits and bytes?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole discussion in the scientific world going on. Is water having a memory? And what we found is, yes, there is a memory in water, but it is not a memory as we have as humans. What it might have is that it creates different types of crystal forms, and they can communicate with outside fields that we are not aware of, probably with the fifth element ether. And I can tell you a little bit of the test that we did. We gave plants different types of water, and also what we called coherent water, whereby the structure has the ability to receive more information from outside. And we gave all those plants water, and we measured them with micro voltage, very low voltage in the roots and in the plant itself and in the leaves, everything, hundreds of them. And what we saw is that every day we saw 1 hour before the sun was rising an energy coming up. But every day that hour was changing 1 minute. And then we found out that it had to do with the sun. It was the electromagnetic field from outside, and the crystal form in the water could pick it up and transformed already the plant, because we forgot as humans that 99% of our molecules in the body are water molecules. We have more water molecules than a cucumber.
That's great.
So our memory is filled with it. So all our emotions are also stored in our water.
And not focusing on the negatives, but as an example, the preponderance now for mental disease, Alzheimer's and dementia, that has increased so dramatically. What's water's role?
Nervus vagus is coming straight from your intestine to the brain. And what we do know now is that Alzheimer's, but also Parkinson's disease, is for a great part dependent upon the toxins that we are taking into our body, and is coming from the lack of the right bacteria in our intestine. Let's face reality. We have 99% water molecules, but when we go to the doctor, we go to the doctor for that 1%. That's strange.
Yeah. We've got it backwards.
Yeah.
Waves, energy and electromagnetic waves. We all never think about it. We don't question it. It just works. And I'm wondering how you can relate that to how water just works.
If you ask me, what is your biggest concern? Because I'm an optimistic man, but there is also one concern. And it is, at this moment of time, there are 4,000 satellites around the world that are beaming telco communication frequencies. That number will increase in 5 years to 100,000. I give you a little bit idea what it means. It means that a complete ring around the world with electromagnetic fields will be there. They beam through the clouds, and the clouds will get this absorption of these sensitive electromagnetic fields, and then the rain will drop upon this planet, and it has to give us our harvest. It is really becoming a big problem, and that is why in many laboratories all over the world we do these tests now. And what we have seen is that extremely harmful bacteria, they love this 4 and 5G.
Everyone, absolutely everyone from 10 years old on up should watch the phenomenal presentation, Kiss the Ground. Okay? This is an eye-opener, and really it started off, I think, or publicizing this connection between soil microbes, which we have basically killed off with 100 years of modern farming.
Into the soil, there are billions and billions of bacteria. Without them, no life, nothing, forget it. As a matter of fact, our body exists out of 7 kilos out of bacteria. Our whole body, without them in your intestine, over and out within a second. The same is happening in the soil. But due to the toxins that we have used over the decades, we have killed some of the most important bacteria.
Yeah. So let's talk about what are the solutions.
Smoke
What-
signals.
solutions? Hmm?
Smoke signals.
But we also stop at smoking, Robert. I think we have to understand much better how frequencies work on water. And that is why this is very important. Then we get a much better understanding upon the frequencies that we can use or use temporary and then switch over to different types of frequencies. That is probably one of the solutions. And I think we should stop with that idea of Mr. Musk, because he wants the beauty is that what he's saying is that he wants to save the world by giving everybody internet. That's the beauty of the marketing. The reality is just the other way.
Mhm.
How can we support changing the frequencies that are detrimental to the microbes and the soils and our oceans and us?
And not all the water. So if you have the right water, if you have stable water, because I start to believe also that from a scientific point of view, we start to understand that we have to change it, but there must be a complete paradigm shift. Because at the very beginning, Stuart also mentioned that he knows people that really are working from a distance, and they bring that information system, because that is what it is about, an information system, to the soil. And it would be fantastic if we can do with a lot of people test around this.
Thank you. Well, let's look at artificial intelligence and water.
Yes. And if we can collect the data together, then we probably can find within 1 or 2 years some major solutions upon what water can do. But if we can bring that together, then we first of all have a much better understanding how water works, but also we hopefully get more respect for Mother Nature and the incredible knowledge that is behind the water. Because water ain't water, it has a consciousness.
Images that Didier asked for AI to share about how AI experienced water, from loving water and valuing water. So please gaze upon these magnificent images of water and see how those may inspire you. So thank you each for your contribution, and looking forward to our next time together.